this week is the last week of the spring anime season, so I want to revisit kind of maybe a few of the shows that maybe weren't that good to you that we thought were going to be good.
I don't think they were bad, but they was just not up there. They were kind of like down here.
Okay, which one would you say is probably the most disappointing?
I want to say most disappointing, but not as
good as you thought.
I thought it was gonna be. Sakamoto Days was big time because the first few episodes of that, I was just like, man, this motherfucker is dope as shit. And then as it started progressing, I'm like, all right, it's getting a little boring here. It's like,
that's not good.
Yeah, that's not good.
And it wasn't bad, mind you. It's like they hit you with how badass Sakamoto was, and he was badass throughout the whole entire series. Don't get me wrong, but it was still kind of like, a bad guy of the week. Like somebody's trying to take him out, and
it got predictable, right?
It was just like whatever.
Okay,
and then I still kind of like the story. The last episode that I watched and kind of interesting was Country Bumpkin.
Yeah.
For a minute, they started feeling like they're not doing too much. But that last episode, in the beginning, I said, this woman, she's a freaking traitor. I have a feeling that she's a freaking traitor. And
she was smiling too much.
Yeah, she was smiling too much. She was asking too many questions.
Way too many questions.
Like, what's going on with this blah, blah, blah. And then at the end, I was just like, all right, there better be one more episode. This better not be the last episode of this season because when he was like, now we finally get a chance to talk, and he pulls out his sword, I was like, she was a fucking traitor.
So for reference, Dido was talking about From Old Country Bumpkin to Master Swordsman.
Yes.
Which was a show that both he and I were really excited about based off the first episode. And then ever since then, it was just kind of like, meh.
They weren't really doing anything.
It went down the road of being this weird old man gets a harem of all.
He wasn't even a harem. It was all the people he taught all the
girls,
to.
but they were all girls.
Yeah.
They were all girls that he taught to be masters, to be like
really good swordsmen.
And they're all like, oh, teacher,
he's like the best person in the world.
He's the best person in the world.
Blah, blah, blah. It was like, geez.
Yeah, come on now.
It
was just.
And he was like, I was like, you're so great, you're so grand. He was like, oh, no, I'm not. I'm just, no, I'm not. I'm not.
Yeah. So wasn't enough action.
So it was all the standard tropes.
Yeah.
For the most part,
pretty much.
It wasn't
not
the same.
nearly enough. Not nearly enough action like it was in the first to hook you.
Yeah.
It was. Yeah,
I mean, I think the most action you got when they were fighting that dragon. I think.
Yeah.
And then these last few episodes when the assassins trying to kill the prince and the and his fiance. Whatever.
Yeah,
so
me,
the pacing was off.
The pacing was pretty bad. For me, I have two disappointments. One being Your Forma, which I thought was going to be based visually. I thought it was going to be pretty good. Your Forma ended up being really talkative, kind of boring. Visually, it still kept up, but the story, it's kind of like a slow burn. If you don't really pay attention, it's going to lose you, and it's not really heavy on the actions. A lot of talking. I enjoy it, but I can understand why it probably might not rock with a lot of people. And the other one, for me, had an interesting story, but really poor animation, and that's the beginning after the end. Now, the beginning after the end, which is very similar to Mushoku Tensei, where a guy basically lives a whole life, gets reincarnated as a baby, and retains all his past memories.
Oh no!
Not near. He's not.
Oh no! He didn't make any friends when he was.
He's not like Rudy. He's not like Rudy like that. But all I gotta say is the animation quality in this show is terrible.
It's not as bad as that Demon Samurai. What was it called?
Demon Samurai.
It was a dude that he was what you call it? He ran away from home. What you thought was his sister, and they go to this town where he basically becomes a new protector, and his adopted sister becomes like the priestess, and then the other girl that you find out you thought it was his little sister was actually a demon.
Oh, Sword of the Demon Hunter.
Yeah, Sword of the Demon Hunter. Like one of those episodes that the quality,
the quality was really bad.
It was like,
I do remember that.
It was like a number one.
Yeah,
that
part I do
remember. This anime, but it was a pretty decent story. But
the animation quality was really inconsistent.
Like the freaking characters weren't lit up; they were at nighttime.
Yeah,
and they were lit up like they were daytime. They were moving like freaking.
You talking about that one action scene where he's fighting
the bridge or whatever? I'm like, this is terrible.
It was really bad.
But
so those are my disappointments, right? So let's.
What is something that
I enjoyed a lot? This season, obviously, Apothecary Diaries, I really loved. I was
waiting for that to be done.
I've always loved Apothecary Diaries. I think it's good.
Yeah.
So Apothecary Diaries is good. Appointment viewing. Oh, my favorite, let's talk about it because I think this show, even though it's a spinoff, it's better than the main show, and that's My Hero Academia Vigilantes.
Oh, really?
Vigilantes is so good, dude.
I didn't start watching it,
so good.
and I don't know, but I'll definitely dive into it when I get some time.
You got one?
To Be a Hero X, but it's also I liked it, but it pissed me off at the same time because I thought the whole series is going to be about that first hero that you find out. And then at the end of like the third episode where that person just gets murked out of nowhere and then you didn't see why. What happened?
They just dropped it.
They just dropped it and started talking about another hero. And I'm like, but then I went back. The hero that they talked about in the second one was the one who did that.
Oh, wow.
But I want to know why he did that.
Yeah. It's very inconsistent, but it's a Chinese anime, so you don't know what you're going to get.
DMC was pretty good. I liked it.
MK Pryor was talking about
way better than
Devil May Cry.
the original Devil May Cry animated. I went back
that was terrible.
Dude, I went back to watch because I thought maybe I just didn't like it because I went back to watch it. Devil May Cry anime that came out in the early 2000s.
You know, on Netflix.
No. Yeah, that's the new one.
Right, the good one is on
The
Netflix.
good one's on Netflix.
Yeah.
That was very good.
The one that came out, the first one that came out, I was like, this is
Yo, man,
wow,
that's
this
like
is
saying
really bad.
hey, I'm gonna watch this Tekken anime. Maybe that old one from back in the '90s was actually pretty good. No, that shit was bad.
I just needed it because I never finished the original Devil May Cry because the first few episodes was not good. So I was like, just let me give it another chance. No, still not.
Like
good.
all-time tier trash anime from back in the '90s. They were all the video game
game
ones. Art of Fighting was oh my god bad. Samurai Showdown was bad. Tekken was bad. Toshinden was bad. So I guess I just don't get it. Virtual Fighter was bad.
They had no business doing Virtual Fighter because Virtual Fighter doesn't really have a story.
No, what the fuck was Virtual Fighter doing?
Right. Which they're supposed to be rectifying for Virtual Fighter 6, apparently. Maybe. But we'll see.
I mean, Street Fighters were good.
All the Street Fighters.
What's up to Marcus 864? Not all of them.
Yeah. Well,
that first one.
The first animated movie was great.
What's the one with Chun-Li getting beat up?
No, she didn't get beat up. She whipped niggas' ass.
You talking about Street Fighter 2V?
Bruh,
she was getting beat up.
She was getting beat up till she freaking
kicked him through the wall.
She put the super meter.
Street Fighter.
No, that's Street Fighter 2 the movie, right?
She had to build up that super meter.
Right.
That's what
that was.
Exactly. No,
Street Fighter. Yeah.
One of the Street Fighter alphas wasn't all that good.
Oh no,
I don't think I watched that one.
Yes, I remember that. I think it was the second one.
Yeah, I think it was
Street Fighter V was entertaining. Even though
the second one was just terrible.
V got everybody's attention because Guile beat the dog
dog
out of Ryu.
A kid.
This is like, yeah.
I remember. It's like imagine this. You haven't seen it, right?
Street Fighter V.
You youngsters run out of steam before you get started.
I'm down.
You got to see that.
Down for hours like a good fight.
All right, so let's talk about the summer anime season is starting next week. New shows that are returning that people are definitely looking forward to. Dan season 2, which had a movie come out. They screened the first 3 episodes in the theater. I went to go see
that's what the movie was?
Yeah, it was basically the first 3 episodes.
I didn't need to go see that.
But I took my daughter to go see it because we were excited. So we went to go see it. That was good. Dan's coming back.
Kaiju number 8.
Kaiju number 8 is coming back.
Kaiju number 8?
Yeah, Kaiju number 8 season 2 is coming back. It's going to be very good. My Dress Up Darling season 2, which is a very popular anime for a lot of people. It's not your cup of tea. I promise.
Say that. What's that name again?
My Dress Up Darling
season 2.
I didn't watch that either.
It's not your cup of tea.
What is it about?
So basically, it is about a girl who is a popular beauty in school. A guy, kind of shy, reserved, quiet to himself, who makes these dolls, these Japanese dolls.
First off, what level of school are we talking about?
It's always high school,
It's high school, man. Come on.
They don't go to college.
Yeah, it's high school.
In anime.
Yeah, it's high school.
Okay, keep going.
Yeah. So basically, she discovers that he can make costumes. So he basically, she says to him, "Will you make a costume for me?" She's a cosplayer. Like that's her passion is doing cosplay. But she essentially falls in love with him because he makes all these very cute outfits. But she's like the very beautiful girl, and she's like practically throwing herself at him. And he's like all shy.
That's one thing I hate in anime.
That. Yeah,
I really hate seeing that. Anime pisses me off so much.
Golden Boy again.
No, it's not quite Golden Boy.
Kentaro was a pervert and he knew it, right?
No.
This guy,
I get that,
right?
But Golden Boy had all of the harem women throw themselves at him after the fact.
Yeah, after the fact.
So this is the
she
same.
did it right
it's
away.
the same tired trope because I want to call it a tired trope.
And that's fine. That's fair.
So much.
That's
anime,
annoyingly
dude.
boring.
That's
And again,
100% fair.
That's the type of stuff that keeps me away from
Dude,
anime.
there's
Okay,
there's
100%
one
fair.
before you go on. There's one anime you got. It's called what's it called? It's the one with no, it's not ReZero. It's the one with the guy who gets reincarnated as a freaking goblin, and he becomes an OP goblin. It's
Reincarnated as a goblin.
Yes, he gets reincarnated as a goblin, and he becomes OP like freaking.
Of course,
what you call it? And that trope doesn't happen because the girls start throwing themselves after him, and he bangs every single one of them.
That's cool. And again, and that's like I
And
said,
that one, that's the only one I saw. I was like, "Oh, you're throwing yourself at me? All right, I'm
That's
going to take
right.
advantage of it."
Marcus Price is
Remonster, there you go.
Remonster.
Yeah, that's
Okay,
it.
thank you,
Thank you
MK
very
Pryor.
much.
Yep. Dr. Stone is coming back.
Dr. Stone.
The second half of the latest core. That one's coming back. Rent a Girlfriend, very controversial. That one's coming back as well for season 4.
Why is it controversial?
That's a really long story.
gotta
We
try to shorten it up, right?
We ain't got that kind of time. We really ain't got that kind
You've
of
seen
time.
Fifth Element for one time. Short.
Okay, so loser boy gets dumped by his girlfriend. So in order to basically cope and heal, he basically hires a girl, falls in love with her, and basically wants.
Okay, so
her to be his girlfriend.
so he got
easy.
right. He got himself a call girl and fell in love.
Essentially, yeah, but she doesn't put out. But yeah, yeah.
So she's a sugar baby.
Yeah, for lack of a better term.
I'm noticing there's some consistency to these shows that y'all are referring to.
These are the ones that are popular, dog. Don't tell me. I'm just saying.
You know who I know? You know who I know who isn't out here chasing tail the whole goddamn time? Kakarot. He's chasing the W. He's chasing the next fight.
You're right. No, you're right about that.
Saitama, same thing.
Yeah,
Who else?
Saitama's the same way. Yeah.
And the greatest
What are you doing?
anime we've seen this year,
Oh, Solo Leveling. Yeah, we know that.
he wasn't chasing.
No, he was not.
he
He wasn't
Which-
chasing no Brizzle
which-
either.
which-
He was chasing championships. Championships. These guys are out here simping,
Yeah. Yeah.
or the
Yeah.
women are throwing themselves at them,
Yeah.
and they don't want. You
Yeah.
know what? I need to see pictures of all these creators. They're telling me everything
That's usually
that
why
I
they
need to
hide
know.
their faces.
Oh, yeah, they do.
Those
Yeah.
mangaka
Yeah,
don't see
yeah,
what
they
they
And
look
do all
like.
the girls?
Yeah.
Are they busted?
Not all
as
of
well?
them.
Not
Some
all
of
of them, but they're usually conventionally beautiful. So, I mean,
I don't
so-
know how they.
Well, first off, real quick.